Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Mrs. Bandu's Math Movies. This is Lesson 6-1 for Course 2, 4th period, Understanding Percent. So this is the beginning of our chapter in which we learn about percents and how to work with them and so forth. So, we'll start off with the definition of a percent. A percent is a ratio that compares a number to 100. So whenever you hear percent, you need to think 100 or out of 100. And we're just going to look at some basics here. Using models with percents. In a 10 by 10 floor plan of a room, a chair takes up 4 spaces. Write the ratio and percent of the chair space to the total floor space. Okay, so there are 4 grid spaces for the chair. Write as a ratio to the total number of grid spaces, 4 to 100. Then write as a percent. Okay, so 4 out of 100 is 4%. Using models. Model 82% in a 10 by 10 grid. Let me get this a little closer for you. Oops, too close. Okay, so what we would do is shade 82 out of the 100 grid spaces. So let me do that with a pencil. Basically, you're going to shade 8 columns or 8 rows. Doesn't really matter. Plus an additional 2. I'll shade the extra 2 down there. Now, when you have to do these for me, don't get too fancy with them. Make them, simple boxes. You could make designs and such. They're just harder to count. No need to make it harder than it needs to be. Okay. Finding percents using models. What percent does the shaded area represent? So here we have 1, 2, 3 that are shaded. So that's the part that is shaded, and the whole model has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, so whole, so part over whole, 3 over 5. So now we write an equivalent fraction. 5 times 20 is 100, and 3 times 20 is 60. Once we have something over 100, that simply tells us our percent is 60%. So pretty straightforward in that aspect. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next example. Using equivalent ratios. And it asks us to write each ratio as a percent. So we have 3/10 here, or 3 to 5, and we have 4 to 5 for B. So the first thing we do is multiply to get a denominator of 100. So we see here we multiplied 10 times 10. If you do something to the denominator, you must treat the numerator exactly the same. 3 times 10 is 30. So that gives you 30 over 100, which is 30%. Here we have 4 to 5. So 5 times 20 is 100. So 4 times 20 is 80. So we have 80 over 100, which is then 80%. Okay, and really that's it. Those are our very basics that we need to know about with percent. If you'll complete the quick checks, and we can discuss these next time we meet in class. See you then. Bye.